Each week on this video, we'll give you 3 players changing value on the RosterWatch Dynasty Startup Rankings. I'm Alan Seslowsky. Thanks for tuning back into RosterWatch. The first player we're going to talk about is Kyler Murray, the 23-year-old quarterback on the Arizona Cardinals, currently rising up our Dynasty rankings. Previous rank was QB5, updated rank QB3. The initial set of RosterWatch Dynasty Startup rankings slotted Murray at the quarterback 5. Murray got off to a hot start last year and then was slowed down by a late-season shoulder injury. Murray's late-season fantasy numbers were disappointing when you compare them to the output during the first 2 months of the season. During weeks 1 through 8, Murray was the QB3. He was the QB10 for the remainder of the season. Murray believes his running ability should be a luxury for the Arizona offense rather than a crucial component the way it was last season. This will undoubtedly have fantasy managers concerned with his upside as a top 2 or 3 quarterback. We have heard talk like this before with running quarterbacks, but they are well-intentioned, except when the pocket breaks down and the pressure comes, they go back to their instincts and run. As the dynasty market starts to draft Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, and Russell Wilson before Kyler Murray, consider that a gift in the first round of Superflex startups. RosterWatch only prefers Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen to Kyler Murray. The second player we're going to talk about is Lamar Jackson, the quarterback on the Baltimore Ravens, currently rising up our dynasty rankings. Previous rank was quarterback 7, updated rank quarterback 5. After the 2019 season, Lamar Jackson was considered a top 2 dynasty startup quarterback. In FFPC Superflex contests, he was even being taken 1 or 2 overall. Jackson's historic 2019 season was good reason to be optimistic about the young quarterback's league-winning upside. Jackson not only boasted a 36-6 touchdown to interception ratio as a passer, but was a top 6 runner when you compare him to other running backs. Drafters of Jackson were disappointed with the first half of 2020, but Jackson came through in a big way, getting you about 30 fantasy points in those key playoff weeks if you did make it that far. The Ravens have set Jackson up to take the next step as a passer, selecting Rashad Bateman, a pro-ready wide receiver in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. The Ravens also added Sammy Watkins, an experienced veteran, to the pass receiving room. If second-year pro Devin Duvernay can take that step and continue to develop, and Mark Andrews can return to his 2019 form, Lamar may have another MVP season in him this year. The third player we're going to talk about is DeShaun Watson, the 25-year-old quarterback who we're pushing back up our dynasty rankings. Previous rank, quarterback 20. He's now quarterback 14. Watson's strong stance that he'll never play for the Texans again didn't move his ADP in January. In Superflex startup leagues, he routinely went up the board as the quarterback 3 or 4. After multiple female accusers alleging him of inappropriate conduct and sexual assault, Watson fell off the fantasy radar and then back up to around the quarterback 20 in many Superflex startups. Watson was one of the most traded players in Dynasty over the last few months. He's getting exchanged for pennies on the dollar in fear he will not play in 2020. The RosterWatch Dynasty rankings pledge to update you weekly and reflect draft strategy as if you were drafting today. While this all hangs over Watson, he is now falling to a value. The risk with Watson is more than accounted for in his current ADP. Of course, there is a chance that Watson misses significant time, but with almost no new updates, it appears there is a chance for a settlement, and Watson could be playing as soon as week 1. If Watson is available in the 3rd, 4th, or even 5th round of your Dynasty Startup Superflex League, it is time to take the gamble. Watson's ranking would restore to a first-round value should all of this go away. Okay, RosterWatch Nation, that's it for today. Remember to like and subscribe to get notifications when we put up new videos, and leave us a comment. Tell us which players are moving up and down your Dynasty rankings. Until next time, goodbye.